Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon to get more of these no-nonsense nutrition videos. Hi everyone, I'm Amrita and welcome to my channel Frise and Shine. Here you will find evidence-based, no-nonsense, nutrition-related information. And today's video is about how to use food to manage nausea and vomiting during pregnancy. Nutrition is extremely important during pregnancy, as this is one of the most intense periods of growth that a human will ever experience. Not only is this a new phase in life, but it is also a completely new experience for the body, as pregnancy brings about thousands of different biological changes. And one of these complex changes is the rapid change in the amount and the production of female sex hormones, which will both support the mother as well as the baby's growth throughout the pregnancy. And while these hormones bring about amazing adaptations to pregnancy, one niggling side effect they can produce is nausea and vomiting. Usually beginning around week 5 of conception, nausea and vomiting is a very common symptom, especially in the first trimester, as women are getting used to the sudden surge in hormones. The good news for most of you who are feeling miserable is that most of these symptoms usually disappear around week 12 of pregnancy. The even better news is you can actually use some dietary changes to help manage your nausea and vomiting. And some of these changes can even be made before you are pregnant. So let's first start with a couple of things that you can do before you even fall pregnant. Number 1, visit a nutritionist or a dietitian to determine that you are at a healthy weight before you start your pregnancy. This is especially important if you are underweight, because if you do get a lot of vomiting during pregnancy, you could lose a lot more weight as well as important nutrients which are required for carrying a healthy pregnancy. Number 2, consider using a prenatal multivitamin either early on or even before pregnancy, as this may help manage nausea. Now let's look at some changes that can help during pregnancy. Number 1, avoid food with strong smells, as these can sometimes trigger nausea. You can also try eating your food at room temperature instead of eating it hot, as hot food tends to be more odorous and smelly. You can also try getting a lot of your nutrients from whole foods like fruit-based ice creams, dahi and milkshakes. Number 2, avoid trigger foods. The various changes in your hormones can also bring about a change in your taste preferences. So avoid foods that you know trigger you. You may be able to absolutely tolerate these when you are not pregnant, but during pregnancy, maybe not so much. Just avoid these foods for now. Number 3, eat more when you feel your best. For example, some women notice that their nausea gets worse in the afternoon than at other times in the day.
Excuse me, I have to go and vomit.
You can therefore plan your meals in a way that a majority of your food is eaten earlier in the morning and later in the evening, so that you are still able to get all the nutrients and calories that your body needs. Number 4, eat small, frequent meals throughout the day. Sometimes the thought or the sight of a lot of food can be a little off-putting. In this case, instead of eating 3 to 4 meals per day, split your main meals up into 6 or 8 small meals that you can eat throughout the day. You may just be able to tolerate these better. Number 5, increase the energy content of your meals. This is about playing smart and not hard. You can increase the calorie content of your meals without actually increasing the amount or the volume of food that you are eating. Simple tips like adding grated cheese, adding some nuts and seeds, or an extra spoon of ghee to your rice and roti are some ways to do this. Number 6, maintain stable blood sugar levels. Pregnancy changes can cause fluctuations in your blood sugars, and even if you don't have diabetes, a dip in your blood sugars can be a trigger for nausea or vomiting. A great way to stabilize blood sugars is to eat small meals frequently and to include protein sources like nuts, beans, eggs, lean meats, dairy, etc. at all or most meals. Eating adequate protein at breakfast is an especially important way to ensure that you can maintain stable blood sugar levels throughout the day. Number 7. If you wake up nauseous every morning, it may be helpful to have dry snacks like crackers or cashews by your bedside. Eating a couple pieces of these might help improve your nausea. Again, you will have to try and see what works for you. Also, try getting up slowly and easing out of bed, as rapid movements could also worsen nausea. Number 8. Choose sour or salty foods, as these can help with the feeling of nausea. This may explain why some of us really crave salty and sour food during pregnancy. You can sip on some lemon water, some fruit-infused water, suck on some candy, or snack on some dried fruits. Number 9. Consider a vitamin B6 supplement. Keep your nutritionist and your physician in the loop for this one. Supplementing with vitamin B6 can help manage nausea. The dose that you use would have to be determined as per your needs. You can also focus on food sources that are naturally a good source of vitamin B6. Avocados, pistachios, sesame seeds, bananas, walnuts, meat, fish and poultry are all great options. Number 10. Ginger. Add it to your food, grate it into your tea, or add it to your drinks and milkshakes. Ginger has been used for ages to help manage nausea and is extremely safe to use in pregnancy. Try to eat fresh ginger in its food form as much as possible over supplements. A quick note about supplements and nausea and vomiting. A lot of women during pregnancy need to supplement their diet with an iron supplement, and these are known to worsen nausea. If you are on an iron supplement and do frequently experience nausea or vomiting, speak to your nutritionist or your physician to help you decide whether you can change the timing of your supplement or the type of supplement that you are using. Remember, if you do throw up, replace both fluid as well as electrolytes. Coconut water is a great option for both of these. Alternately, you can also choose to replenish with plain water as well as electrolyte-rich foods like bananas, potatoes, nuts, and seeds. Although nausea and vomiting can be an extremely unpleasant experience, please remember that it is only temporary and it is a sign that your body is doing the incredibly enormous task of growing alive. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please remember to like, share and subscribe to my channel and share these videos with others who will also find it helpful. If you have any questions or concerns, please leave them in the comments below. Reach out to me on Instagram or simply shoot me an email. I hope to hear from you very soon. Until then, take care and keep shining.